Huh? Huh? Huh?
Hi, I'm Tal. Valencia Meal is the most complicated meal in Black Dishes Online. Why? Because you need to cook 9 dishes for the pre-meals, while other meals only need for around 3 items or 4 items, or even like Elton meal, you only need to cook 1 dish to make the pre-meals. And not only that, even the materials is too spread that maybe you're gonna need to split your characters for easy to gather. Or maybe no. Thanks for the Magnus update. This is the list of material needed. I'm not including the NPC item, but I still include fruit and vegetable, cause both of them can be sold on Central Market. Tap, frike, nutmeg, star anise, starch, dead palm, and fig are obtained from the production node. Tap on Vohalam Farm, Capotia, Altas Farmland, Bazaar Farmland, and Titium Valley nodes, and then frike on Valencia Plantation and Bamboo Valley node, and then dead palm on Erdal Farm, Valencia Plantation, and Crescent Shrine nodes, nutmeg on Bazaar Farmland and Irish Canyon nodes, then star anise on Shakatu Farmland and Mach Canyon nodes, and then fig on Shakatu Farmland and Agman nodes, and finally green items on nearby any big city nodes. Since the product result per production of those production nodes are high, I just recommend you to invest only one node for every materials. So the nodes are Tef on Vohalam Farm, Nutmeg on Bazaar Farmland, Frike on Valencia Plantation, Dead Palm also on Valencia Plantation, then Star Anise on Shakatu Farmland, Fig also on Shakatu Farmland, and finally Grey Note on a node nearby big city. And that took for around 33 contribution points, include houses for lodging and else. And now from gatherings. Lion meat can be gathered near any kind of coast, but the problem is the distance between point to other point. Or maybe you know better spot, just leave in the comment below. And then meat, yeah, since the meat is needed for red sauce, so it can be used with any meat, like sheep meat that you can find on Balinas Mountain, north of Alejandro Farm. So now, snake and scorpion meat. There are many specific spots for this snake and scorpion, but there is one near Shirarwin that gives the most optimal gathering result. In this spot, it contains 9 scorpion and 18 snake, which is more than enough for one recipe of Valencia meal, because for one Valencia meal, need at least 3 scorpion meat and 6 snake meat, so the sums give the exact ratio, 1 to 2 for the recipe and also 1 to 2 for the gathering spot. And then milk, you can just milking on Olivia, Valrest Farm and Northern Vancouver, and hot pepper then you can get from farming. And the best place that I know is on Logia Farm, cause when you plant there, hot pepper are ready on 5 hours without any support item. I don't know so much on farming lifeskill yet, but maybe that because the area temperature, because when I plant hot pepper other than this within temperature, it took for around 7 hours. And finally, fruit and veggies which you can obtain from any fruit vendor NPC. Let's say you already gathered some materials, but you are about to start to cook, so your cook level is beginner 1. You can start from the cook vinegar, essence of liquor, or red sauce, and then about other dishes are require certain level, like Tef bread that require level beginner 6 or skill 5 for higher grade dispersion, and then grilled scorpion requires skill 1 and artisan 1 for higher grade dispersion. Frika snake stew require apprentice 1 and pro 1 for higher grade dispersion, and pickled vegetable require apprentice 1 and skilled 9 for higher grade dispersion. And now for the pre-meals. Tef sandwich required professional 1 and master 1 for the higher grade dispersion, and then king of jungle hamburg is similar to Tef sandwich, required professional 1 and master 1 for higher grade dish. Couscous requires skilled 9 and artisan 9 for the higher grade dish, That palm wine required apprentice 6 and professional 6 for the higher grade dish. Fig pie required apprentice 1 and professional 1 for the higher grade dish. So now I'm gonna start some kinda a simulation for the cooking dish, with a split into cases. Worst case is a case where your RNG sauce is totally not on your side. When you cook only obtain one every dish you cook, and you not even obtain any higher grade dispersion. In this case, it's usually what beginner thinks, and the result are 1000 pieces for the recipe with no higher grade dispersion. And my case is my average result from my lowest level cook attempt to my best cook level attempt, with the result are 2400 pieces for every 1000 recipe, and higher grade dish are 10% of the main dish, or simply it's 240 pieces. And for more data variation, I also add my best case. My best case is a case with average result when I'm totally on my prime state, like when I use my Valentine scroll and Giovanni scroll and other buff that increase my cook mastery. And my prime state only have 1525 mastery. And the average result are 3000 pieces for every 1000 recipe, and a higher grade dish are 15% from the main dish, or it's just simply 450 pieces. Alright, let's begin the simulation. You're going to see many tables next, so feel free to pause and pay attention please. But first, we have to figure out the materials, and this is needed for 1000 recipe of Valencia Meal. So let's start from the worst case. For 1000 recipe of Valencia Meal, we gotta need 1000 tap sandwich, 1000 king of jungle hamburg, 1000 couscous, 2000 dead palm wine, and 2000 fig pie. So we gotta need to cook those dishes first. Since we start from the worst case, we gotta need to cook tap sandwich for 1000 recipe, and so on for other dishes. And then finally, we know the material needed for 1000 Valencia Meal. So now we're gonna do the simulation with other cases but with exact amount materials. So let's start the simulation. Like I said before, I'm gonna cook with exact materials in different cases. So the difference is only the dish result. And as you see, even only between worst case to my case are very different. And how about the final case? Final case is a case when I cook all the remaining dishes and even the higher grade dispersion into meal. Since the worst case have no remaining at higher grade dispersion, we can just ignore it. And finally, we get the data for the final case. We got the cook data result. So let's count the profit. But before we start, there's a few things to remember. Since the central market prices can change, so maybe the total silver are different in future. Since the worst case only gives the dish result as the recipe amount, so there is no remainings on the worst case. On selling dishes on central market, the total silver result are without value pack. So if you have value pack, you can obtain the silver more than my calculation. On turn meal to boxes, the total silver result are without any mastery. And also, even the low level cook have mastery, so you can obtain the total silver more than my calculation. So let's begin. And we reach the end. And after you see the materials gather, executions, and the profit, there is also one matter. Is it worth it? But the answer is depend on yourself. But still, I believe there is still some, or maybe lot of, or maybe ton of mistake on the data that I make. If you look at the mistake, feel free to leave on the comment below, and let's discuss about it. Alright, I guess that's all for Valencia Meal. But for your info, if you see my previous video, I'm also share a table about profit for every region meal. Since the table I made on 2021, the calculate method are different and I only made it for myself, so in this video the results are totally different. And I'm about to make another video for every region meal with this method and for comparison purpose. If you really wonder about my next video about black dessert online, click like, share and subs. But if you're not, click like, share and subs. And see you later.